Today is another exciting day of the 20-day challenge on becoming successful, how to succeed in life, how to reach your goals. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is so important that if you only watch one video in this series, this would be the video to watch. This is the thing that can change your life. My name is John Sonmez. I am the founder of BulldogMindset.com, and in this channel, we teach you how to go from the victim mindset to the Bulldog mindset. Today, we are going to be talking about really important topic, okay? Committing. What does this mean? I'm gonna tell you a story of how I turned around a software development team from being the worst performing team, okay, to the best performing team, outperforming other teams by probably 3 times what they were doing, okay? This was back when I was in software development. I was a software developer, and I was a mentor, and I was basically put on a team as in a role called a Scrum Master. And basically, it was this kind of this role where what I was supposed to do was sort of work in this role as Scrum Master. If you're familiar with software development terms, don't worry if you're not. And I did one simple thing that really made all the difference. We'd have these daily stand-up meetings, okay? They're called Scrum Meetings, if you're familiar with Scrum. And in that, what you do is you say what you did yesterday, what you plan on doing today, and what's standing in your way. What are your impediments, okay? Now, I made a slight modification to this, okay? And this is what I did. As I said, instead of us saying what we did yesterday, what we're planning on doing today, and what's standing in our way, what our impediments are, I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to commit. I want to know what you committed to doing yesterday, okay, and you got done, and why you didn't get it done if you didn't because you committed to it. What you commit to absolutely getting done today, and when I say commit, I mean that you guarantee it will be getting done today, whether you have to stay up all night and work overtime or not. What are you committing to? Okay, and then the impediments. And man, when we made this one change, it completely changed the team. They went from a super underperforming team to a performing team. And the secret is commitment, okay? They committed to the work that they're gonna do. What was happening before was people would have these aspirations. And they'd say they're gonna get all this work done, okay, but they knew in the back of their head that all they had to do was be there and try to kind of work, and they'd be chatting and doing other shit and not really focusing on the task at hand because they hadn't committed to it. Okay, and so what would happen is that these tasks would get drawn out, and they'd basically goof off some or just work on other stuff, and they would never make actual real progress or not any measurable amount of progress. But when they committed, okay, and they actually in their mind said, I must get this done today. I will get this done. Otherwise, I will work until it is done today. And they actually committed to that. They got that work done, and they got more. Okay, and they picked up a new task, and they committed to that task. Basically, what we did was we committed to getting 8 done, right, before noon every day. And that's what I'm doing right now is I've committed to this, so I'm going to accomplish this. Okay, I got it on my calendar. There's just a huge difference between committing and not committing. So we've talked about so far, okay. We've talked about basically, taking your aspirations, turning them into goals, making a process out of those goals, okay? We've talked about scheduling things on your calendar, okay? And that's all great, and that's all fine and dandy, and that's going to help you. But all of that is going to fail if you cannot commit, okay? What you need to do, because what ends up happening is life gets in the way, right? Sometimes even when you have stuff scheduled on your calendar, what ends up happening is that you don't take it seriously. You're like, oh, well, I can skip the workout today. Or, oh, I'm feeling tired. Okay, I'm not gonna go for my run this morning. Or, oh, man, I had a hard day. I'm not gonna write on my book today. Or I'm not gonna work on my business for the hour that I have scheduled. Or whatever it is, okay? Just scheduling it isn't enough. You have to 100% commit to whatever you're trying to do. Have you committed to this challenge? Maybe you're kind of binge watching his videos. It's fine, but if you're going to actually take the challenge and do it over 20 days, commit to doing it every day. Okay, maybe what you've done is you're sporadically watching these videos, and okay, that's good. I mean, I'm glad that you're like doing something, but commit to doing this 20 days in a row and to watching these videos. Maybe you need to start over and start from day 1 and keep on going until you can actually commit to this. When you actually commit, that's going to make all the difference. I'll give you another example here, okay? And then we're going to talk about how to apply this to what you're doing. So I wanted to run a sub 4-hour marathon, okay? I actually ran a marathon last year, and it was like 4 hours and 36 minutes, something like that, okay? Which I was happy just to complete it, okay? But I kept on telling myself I had it on one of my goals is to run a sub 4-hour marathon. And you know, this is what I thought. It's like, okay, I'm going to keep on running, keep on doing my training. And when I feel like I'm close to that, then I'll sign up for a marathon and then I'll run it. Didn't happen, okay? Almost a year, over a year went by and I never signed up for another marathon, never did this, even though I'm running it in training. Finally, what I did was I saw the Las Vegas marathon was coming up, the Las Vegas Rock and Roll Marathon. What I did was I said, you know what? I'm just committing to this, okay? I'm just going to sign up for the marathon on this day, right? It was like, I think it was something like 14 or 15 weeks out, or maybe 12 weeks out, somewhere along that way, all right? And I said, I am not only committing to running this marathon, I paid the money, but I'm going to run it in a sub 4-hour time. So once I committed, and here was the key thing, it was in my mind that I committed, okay? Once I said I am going to run this in a sub 4-hour, right? I'm basically going to knock over half an hour off my marathon time. Once I committed to that, then I was absolutely changed in my mindset of going from an aspiration to something that I was absolutely going to do. Okay, at that point, I figured out a training program. I went online, I found the training program that is going to get me to the point of being able to run that marathon in under 4 hours. Okay, I committed to that training program. I put it on my calendar. I had a process. I eventually ended up even hiring a coach to make sure that this was going to happen. Because once you're like, yes, this must happen, and you've committed to this thing, you'll find a way to make it happen. The same thing again. I've showed you guys these books. You know, I've written, 2 best-selling books, and the way that I wrote those books was committing. I committed to the publisher it's going to get done. I committed to my audience when I'm going to ship this book. I committed to that process of writing every single fucking day, whether I felt like it or not. This is your homework assignment for today. This is what I want you to do, okay? And I want you to leave some comments below, and I want you to tell me, what the fuck are you committing to? What is it? And I want you to make a public statement of what you're committing to. Okay, this is really, really important. Okay, so we've started from our aspirations to our goals to our process. You've scheduled in your calendar. Now I want you to commit. I want you to tell me, as a fucking fellow Bulldog, what are you committing to? What is it that you will do? It will happen, right? And I'm telling you again, you have to believe this will happen. I make everything in my life or death. There is no way I am not fucking running. There is no way I am not going to the gym to lift weights. There is no way I am breaking my fast before 5 o'clock every day. There's no way I'm not getting 2 videos out every single fucking day. Do you understand what commitment is? Commitment means there's no other choice. It means that you burn the fucking boat. You cannot retreat. It means that you absolutely say, I'm going to do this. It means you've paid the money. It means you've signed up, okay? It means you've said, hold my fucking beer, all right? It means that you do not have in your mind, I will try. I will try is not committing. Committing says, I will fucking do it. That's what committing means. It means that I am in control and I will absolutely do this or I will die trying. That's the only try there is. You know, what's Yoda say? Do or do not, there is no try. That's what commitment means. So I want you to commit. I don't want you to try. I don't want you to say, maybe I'll do this. I don't want any of that shit. I want you to commit. And here's the key, guys. When I did that Scrum meeting and I told these developers to commit, do you think that they told me they're going to do less stuff or more stuff in a day? Less. Okay? When you know you have to commit, you make a choice in your mind and you say, I'm not going to overreach or overextend because I have to get this done. And that's one of the keys, is because what a lot of us do is we bite off more than we can chew. Once we start committing and we start getting shit done, we can start upping it, right? So maybe your goal is too fucking ambitious. Maybe it's too big. Okay, so maybe what you're gonna have to do is scale that back a little bit so you can absolutely commit to it. That's fine, there's no shame in that. But whatever you choose, I want you to commit today, and I want you to really commit to it. So leave a comment below. Don't fuck around. You're done fucking around. You're gonna commit to whatever that you have put in that process and you've scheduled on your calendar, and it's gonna fucking happen, man. Rain or shine, whatever it is, whatever it takes, you're gonna fucking do it. There's no other way out. There is no boat to retreat on. There is no other choice. That's it, guys. All right, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and stay true to your commitments. Take care.